The funny thing is, I think that a lot of times those companies that do well in government affairs are not necessarily that they have a super robust relationship. It's actually their internal communication is very smooth, that they have a very strong GA team that is trusted and valued by the business, and that they not only are being seen as a firefighter or fixer, I've got a problem, go fix it. They're involved in the business planning and strategic planning process very early on. And that's why they can give business ideas and suggestions, and then the business people can also share, their views, so that the government affairs person is more business savvy. That's where I see really works, as opposed to in some other companies that they are just treating government affairs as a problem solver. Yeah, but that's hard, because a lot of times the business would say, well, you demonstrate to me that you understand the business first, then I would include you in the business discussions. But then that's chicken and egg, right? If you never include them at the first place, how could they understand the business? But then on the other side, I always advise the government affairs people to be more aggressive in terms of getting themselves onto the table and have a voice. When I used to work at Motorola Solutions, we not only work very closely with the Chinese government, we also work very closely with the US government, specifically the commercial office. A lot of times we involve the commercial office in our business deals. This is part of their service, and a lot of people just don't understand. They don't know that this is where your tax money goes, right? You got to leverage their services, their insights, and their connections. So I always think that the commercial office is a hidden gem. I don't normally share that when I was still in that space, because I felt like, I don't want a lot of people to know that it would dilute the attention. But now that I'm no longer in the market, I can share that. I think that if you're in a business, especially in a B2B business, where you have to approach large maybe SOE customers, government as customers, then commercial, the consulate and commercial office is a great resource for a company to leverage. Government affairs is a profession. It is a profession that's very promising in China. And then people didn't realize that. There isn't sort of first of all, it's not a very big population. Every company, there's only a few people that can do it, but they're highly valued. So I would encourage a lot of people to come into this space. And because it is a profession, it comes with certain skills, right? In the old days, like we talk about, it's all about relationships. So it doesn't really matter about the skills. But nowadays, it's really about following a set of process. You can't just skip, whether it's stakeholder management or it's policy analysis, whether it is engagement planning or execution. These steps are there for a reason. And if you could just understand these processes and understand why you need to do this, and then if you follow through, then it doesn't matter if you have relationship or not, at least you can function. And then over the time you build relationship, you maintain the relationship, you build experience, then that makes you a more experienced government affairs profession. But then as long as you have these processes in place, you can't go wrong, at least.